Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back to 10's Ranch here on Midwest Horizon. We're harvesting some corn. If you recall from the last episode, I bought the cornfield, right here next to the farm. We've been going through it. Not done with harvesting the corn. I actually just stopped a helper here. I had Auto Drive helping me out with some carting, and you see I've been baling right behind the combine now. I've only got out of this whole field, let's see, there's 2 bales on the field, and there's one over there in the cow barn, and the baler was nearly full when I started. So really, just over 2 bales off of this entire field. Now, they are 50,000 liter bales, but still, not a whole lot. You see the swath that is dropping there. Driving past it, it is not much there, not much drops from the corn stalks here. So is it really worth baling? I don't know that it is. It is just not worth it, I don't believe. So I'm already in it on this field. I'm going to continue try to get the rest of it baled up just because, but going forward I don't know that I will, unless I maybe make an edit to the to the map and increase the volume of the level that is discharged from the harvester from the corn stalks. I don't know. Just seems like it is not worth it. Not worth it. So may make an adjustment there going forward. But the other problem I have is I thought that we might be able to use those corn stalks as bedding for the cows, but it's not going in, so that's not working. Now I may have it in the wrong spot. I may need to try on the other side of the barn. It might go in, so I'll do that at some point. Actually, I don't have any way to move bales. All I have is the auto load trailer. As a matter of fact, I took the one bale over to the cow barn with the baler. I dropped it off there, so I need to get some way to move some bales, and really I should have already had something before now, since I am allowing myself to pick them up with the auto load trailer. I always tend to like to have some way to move them manually, so I do need to get something. There was a telehandler in the used vehicle sale a while back. I should have picked it up, but I didn't, and we'll have to look at something going forward. But it is what it is at this point. We got a couple bales on the field, and you notice they're white. They are not wrapped. Undoubtedly, the texture is not correct for the corn stalk bales, so they are just white. So it is what it is there too. I don't believe I'll try to fix that. If I don't bale any more up, it won't matter too much anyway. And I really don't know how much corn crop we'll be doing going forward either. So we do need to focus on feed for the cows. So that will be the goal going forward. I did pick up a header. Got a header trailer for the corn header. So we got that. So we spent a little money out of what we made off of those oats. I need to get back over here real quick, try and unload the combine before it gets to the end of the row. But yeah, this field is going actually quite smoothly. The helpers have worked out pretty good. Haven't had any major issues once I got the auto drive course set up correctly. So it's been going pretty smoothly, allowed me the time to just run behind everybody and pick up the bales. Unfortunately, I was going to use course plate to pick up the corn stalk straw to bale it up, but the course play creator just was not cooperating with this field. It kept doing some really weird outline of the field, so I wasn't able to use course play. Well, I guess I could have used it. It just would not have made sense around the edges, so I decided against it, and I've just let a normal base game helper work up and down the fields here. So that's what we're doing. And then auto drive is actually unloading for me, or was unloading for me. And now that I've kind of caught up with the combine, I decided to go ahead and jump in the tractor here with the cart and do a little bit of carting. So that's where we're at. We're coming up to the end of November. We're getting this field harvested. Next steps going forward is I need to get a plow. That is something that I had just not got. We do have enough money, and of course I'm going to go with the John Deere plow that we all love to fit with our John Deere theme here on this playthrough. So we'll get that bought here in just a little while. There's going to be quite a bit of plowing I'm going to do. This field here needs to be plowed because of the corn stubble. And then the grass field that's directly across right behind the buildings here, I'm going to plow that up too. I need to reshape the field a bit and plow it, make everything right, and then we'll replant that one. So I think going forward, I'm going to make that field there our silage field. I think I'm going to make this field here. I know it's crazy. I think I want to make this field here a giant grass field. I don't know. We need some cash too, but I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. So silage sells pretty well. I do need a lot of silage to feed the cows. So we do have the forage harvester we can use to cut our corn silage, and we will make quite a bit of silage that way, but we also need hay. But we can also use the grass for silage too. So I think what we're going to do going forward into this next year, I'm going to do all silage. It's going to be just a silage harvest of epic proportions. We're going to have grass fields that we'll be able to make hay or silage with. We're going to have our corn that we'll chop for silage, and the alfalfa field, I believe I'm going to go ahead and just turn that into grass as well, just to get everything kind of on the same rotation, same schedule, and hopefully that works out. So I'm looking forward to this next year having a great excess of silage that I can sell, because that will sell for some pretty good money. And then we'll also hopefully have an excess of cow food that we can make up going forward. So that's where we're at. We're going to get this field finished up here. You see we have a few more rows to do here with the harvester. We'll get that done. I'll go ahead and finish the baling. I don't really know why. It's not making any bells, but I'll go ahead and finish it just to say I did it. If nothing else, we can sell it, make a little bit of cash, and then we will go get the plow, start plowing. I'm sure this field will need some lime and some conditioning there, but actually, you know what? It may not need lime. Let's look at that real quick while we're waiting. Let's see. It may actually be in pretty good shape. I know it was fully fertilized when I bought it. Oh, let's see. Does it need lime? It does not, amazingly. But this field number 9 over here does. So, yeah, we'll need to get that field into shape with some plowing, and then of course we got to plow the cornfield that we cut too. So a little bit of plowing we got to do going forward. We'll get our field shaped up. Hopefully get ready for a fantastic next year. Alright, you see, I am done with the harvest. Got the harvester and header put up there. Bring in the... Well, what has happened here? What in the world? Did it roll out of the shed? Oh, that's odd. It must have rolled out of the shed. That is weird. Oh, we have Ghost on the farm. That is strange, yeah. So you see in the baler we have 43, almost 44,000 liters of the straw. Well, that is not much, because that was all of the rest of the field that we harvested or baled up after we harvested. So just really did not make that much of the corn straw. So yeah, don't think I'll go with that too much. There's the other bale there. I dropped it here in the front to see if it would go into the straw portion of the cow barn, but it did not. I may try placing it in the rear feeding area and see if it'll go in. I don't know if we can use it as bedding. If not, we'll just sell it. That'll be fine. But we have the helpers running the rest of the corn over to the silo. And while they do that, we're going to go ahead and run down here to the shop. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's take a let's let a helper drive for me. Oh, I can find the, there we go, shop. Let's go to shop collections. We're just going to let the helper drive for a moment. And while we do that, let's go ahead and buy the plow. So we'll go over here and we're going to get the John Deere plow, the 2410. It's $85,000. It's going to take a chunk out, but we need it. We got to have it. Now it does take 320 horsepower. My tractor here in this 8R has 458, so I have the horsepower. The tractor may be a little light for this plow, but it may work. Hopefully it will. As long as the ground stays dry, we should be okay. Now I want to show you what I have planned for the grass field that I need to plow up, and there's a reason that I need to plow it, and I'll show you that here in just a moment. But we are starting to get some products stored up. We've got some milk to sell, we've got some solid fertilizer, the digestate and things like that are starting to kind of accumulate, so that's good. So we're starting to get some things. I'm getting excited about this. Probably should have went around the other way. Oh, I missed 2 bales. Got some straw out here. So here's where we're at. So if you remember, I did this as a custom farm build, and this whole area was a field where I placed the open cow pasture, the cell tower here. All of this is a field. You see the outline here. So what I need to do is I need to paint all of this as grass. Change it up a bit because we need to make this not be a field. You see over here is a field, and when I added the grazing add-on to this, it didn't do right, I don't think. And so it sent a odd shaped triangle or polygon or something out that way. I don't know what happened, but either way, we need to paint it up and fix it so that I can make it work right with our helpers. So what I'm going to do real quick, we're going to do that here on the recording. We're going to do it real quick. I'm just going to go to our grass. Yep, that one there worked fine. And we're just going to paint it up a bit just to get rid of the field. Mainly so that our helpers will function properly. And I can't remember how much. I'm just going to paint around this just to make sure. I thought I had done it, but we're just going to do it again. Oh, let's zoom out real far. We're going to paint around this here too. Get rid of that field line. I'm going to paint that gone. And all of this here, let's just go ahead and get rid of that while we're doing it. Pretty sure I had painted all of this, but let's just do it again. Make sure everything is good for what we need it to be. And I'll paint some grass in that off camera. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to go with a square here. Let's see. Let's change the shape back to a square. And we're just going to make a big. And what I like to do is I'll just line up my down here on the mini map. I have it at 0.0. So what I can do is I can just hold my mouse here, get it right where I want, and I'm just going to go forward with the directional key. And that will just cut it off there. So that took that out, and we'll just come back along this one. And we're going to paint this up. We're going to plow it back up. And I know you, it's like, what is this? What's this guy doing? We're going to plow it back up. But what I wanted to do is get right up next to this fence. Right up next to it. About right. Let's see. Right there. Let's go forward. Oh, that fence is not square. Okay. I'm going to have to do some adjustment here. I don't want to go into that pasture too much because it does have the grazing mod. I want to keep the grass in there. So we're going to, there we go. And then we can go over this way. I'm just going to get rid of all of this, what was pasture, or field, I guess. Alright, let's zoom out and see the dark spot there. That's where the field was. And you see there's some over here too. I'll get rid of that. So we've got it taken out of this area here. So this we're going to plow up, so I'm not going to worry about it. Matter of fact, we are going to plow down this way a little bit closer. But I just wanted to clean that up so that I could start fresh with my plowing. So that's that. We're good, and I'll paint that in again with some grass. And matter of fact, I need to get right here behind this building too. We'll just use the little brush, and I'll come in here and just make sure that it is all that dark grass right there is what was here. That makes me want to think that there is still some field there, but I'll paint all that back in with grass, and we'll use the standard grass, this one here. We'll paint that back in at some point off camera. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing that. So anyhow, alright, so we got that done. So let's go ahead and jump in the tractor, and I'm going to start on this field, and I do need to get those bells picked up. Alright, so we're back over into the tractor here with the plow, and I wanted to show you what's going on. So you notice it is actually plowing further over than what it appears the edge of the field is. And that's because part of the field was covered up. Well, not planted, I guess. So right here you see a little plow texture, and then it actually goes over this way just a little bit. If you notice, if you look right back down through there, you see where it's plowing. So we're actually recovering part of this grass area right here in the field. So we'll keep going along. I'm going to overlap just a bit so that I'll make sure I get everything. And so we're going to go ahead and go down the field. We'll get the outline done, and then when we come back down to that end down there, I'm going to plow it up, and I fix that where I painted in. And then we'll be good to go. We'll start doing some other plowing. We'll start working on our fields, getting things ready to go into the next year. Now, it is November. It's the end of November. If I can, I don't think I can. I don't think it's going to work out. But we need to get some grass planted. I would have liked to get it planted before. Yeah, see, it's not going to matter because we're in November. It'll probably be December at the earliest before I could plant, and it'll just be too late for the corn, for the grass. So we'll have to plant that in the spring, early spring. I was going to try to get a head start on it, but I don't think we can. So we got a lot to do. We've got a lot of products we're going to sell over the winter. We've got to take care of the cows. We've got to get their food. Matter of fact, I probably need to feed them today. Get some food into their barns. Need to keep the biogas plant running, and we're just going to keep plugging along. Maybe there'll be some contracts I can work on over the winter as well to help make a little bit of extra cash, because my goal by the end of next year, I want to pay down $2 million in the loan. I don't know that I can do it, but I'm going to try. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure and click that thumbs up button. That helps out my videos, helps out my channel. It's very important that you do that. Leave me a comment. It don't matter what you say. Just leave me a comment down below. Comments help as well. All of those goes into the analytics that YouTube uses. So just leave me a little comment. Say you like the vid, don't like the vid, like my content, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just say hey. That would be fine. I'd appreciate that. Share my videos with others that you think may find them entertaining. If you've got any social media that you want to share it on, feel free to do that as well. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate you do that today as well. Click that bell when you do that. That way you're notified of all future content. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a very blessed day. We'll see you back here next time.